What is going on, my peeps? How is it going? How has it been? It's been a while. It's been a while. It's been a while. But um I have been so busy and I've been trying to record this video for the past almost whole week, and I'm getting to it now because I really have some updates that I want to talk to you guys about. So, first of all, hello again. I hope you're all doing well. And I hope that the weather, on at least for people in the northern hemisphere, I hope the weather is getting nicer for you. Spring is always so nice. It's like my favorite time of year now that I don't have terrible allergies to go with it. I used to be so bad with the pollen. But anyway, I'm making this video partially as like kind of an update and an announcement. So I've been working on my comics as much as I possibly can. Work, my day job, has been just eating up so much of my time, and it's getting to me. It's like really getting annoying, and I don't like it. And I've been trying to squeeze in as much time to work on my comics as humanly possible. Like, I don't like to do this, but I'll even bring my iPad to work on my stuff during my lunch break, because I only get two 10-minute breaks and a 30-minute, and I can't like stack them all at once. It has to be one thing at a time, and I hate doing tasks. Like, I hate rotating tasks when want to focus on something or focus in on something. So I typically sketch out and plan out my stuff at home, and then if I have time, I'll line or I'll color pages. But lately, it's just been planning and sketching my pages at home, where I'm comfortable and I'm able to get into that mode to think about how I panel things and how I arrange the characters and how I pose them and whatnot. That is like time that I can just clear my head and do those tasks. Meanwhile, like doing line work and color is not too mentally taxing on me, so I can just take that to work and work on that during my lunch break. And I can knock out things pretty quickly in 30 minutes if I just don't look at social media during lunch, or I don't like chat with anyone during my lunch break, because sometimes that does happen and I'll like look around and I was like, oh shoot, I only have 15 minutes left to work on this thing. But yeah, that's kind of how it's been going for me, and it's been working out to varying degrees of success. So just know that I am still working on my comics. But speaking of which, actually, I have a bit of an announcement to make, and that is I have actually kind of prematurely launched my website. So I've been working with somebody who has been very instrumental in helping me build my website, and I really wanted to have a place of my own to put my work, because I don't trust these bitches out here. Excuse my language, but I don't trust these like hosting websites out here that host websites for me, and like they give you a platform, and then like the audience is already built in, which is great. Like Webtoon and like social media, even like Twitter or Tumblr or Instagram. I kind of don't want to be roped into something where I know anything could happen. Everything could be wiped out in the blink of an eye all of a sudden, just because social media doesn't like or decides to change up the rules on some of the things that people want to make. And I don't like being beholden to unpredictability like that, especially when it comes to like stuff that you work on for so long. So I just wanted to host my own stuff on my own website, which fair, it'll be kind of hard to get readers because, it won't be on Webtoon. And I guess like I should say, and I think I've mentioned this before, but I don't typically, sorry if my computer is so loud. It's an old tower, and it wheezes when it's doing stuff like processing my audio. But anyway, what was I saying? I might have mentioned this before, but the reason why I want to host my own website and not go the Webtoons or Tapas route is I mentioned before that I don't really want to be beholden to changing terms of services and rules and thing, because that has actually happened to, I believe, Smack Jeeves. Sorry, it's my phone. I believe that happened to Smack Jeeves, where like it was a comic hosting website where people just made, like, they hosted their comics on it, and it was flourishing, and everybody, like, they built a community on that website, and all of a sudden Smack Jeeves wanted to be a like webtoon like Tapas with the infinite scroll thing, which demolished everybody's custom made websites and their custom layouts and everything like that. And from there, like, all of a sudden it shut down because it just wasn't working. They just suddenly shut everything down. Everybody had to like quickly migrate to another hosting site or get their own websites, and it was just a scary sight to me, and that kind of like really scarred me. Even though I wasn't on Smack Jeeves, actually I started out on Comic Fury, which, by the way, Comic Fury is the bomb, and that is a place that I just absolutely love. I will always wave my banner for Comic Fury because they are great over there. But anyway, even then, I don't use Comic Fury as a main site, a main hub for my comics. I use it like maybe as a mirror, because that has a built-in audience. But this goes into the second reason why I don't think I'll ever be hosting my stuff on Webtoon, is because of the layout situation. There's a little bit of a layout situation going on there that I don't necessarily favor to work in. I don't mind reading webtoons in the way that it's like a scroll, like it's a, what do you call it, a mobile friendly layout, since a lot of people are actually reading their comics on their phones or their tablets or what have you, and that's really cool and all, but I don't really like the way my stuff looks in that format, because I have actually tried it. I'm not ever going to say something, I don't like something, that I haven't tried it. So I had another iteration of Potions Guide that I was drawing on Tumblr that I would just kind of have fun with. It had no structural layout, it was just me having fun drawing these characters and how to make these potions and how these potions interacted with the characters, and that was really funny. It actually garnered some readers, and I'm like, okay, well, Tumblr's having a meltdown, I guess I'll just move to I think it was Webtoon. Yeah, it was Webtoon. And lo and behold, I couldn't upload anything because it wasn't user friendly. Oh, well, the layout wasn't friendly to the website and vice versa. So I took the time out, and this was a lot of work on my part. I took the time out to slice up my comic in such a way that was more webtoon friendly, and that took up so much time. Granted, like I said, this comic did not have a specific layout, so that means it didn't have like specific panels. It was just like one long piece that you would read, which was great for Tumblr, but not great for these other websites. So that's actually the other reason why I'm rebooting Potions Guide, because I wanted it to be more standardized and like a bit neater looking. But also I wanted to revisit like these fun little ideas of like how to make potions and things like that. But anyway, the layout I don't really favor for, especially like storyline stuff for me. I like having full pages of panels. Like the traditional way that you would make comics lends itself better for me to, it lends itself better to me for storytelling than the scroll panel thing, because I don't like chopping up my stuff, and I don't like, it kind of messes with the pacing that I have planned in my head. Which you can really play with that kind of layout, like the webtoon layout, with the pacing and the storytelling and all that. I've seen some really creative stuff go on with the new way that people have been like putting their comics out, and I enjoy reading a lot of comics on webtoon that do just this, but it's not for me. I don't think I'll, like, I don't think my goal, okay, let me back up. I don't think my goal here is to necessarily build an audience quickly by having a built-in audience that can come read my stuff, because it doesn't really take any faster however you go. It's just a different method. So you could start your webcomic on Webtoon, you could start your comic on Comic Fury, you can start your comic on The Duck, and you can have your own website. But like, it all boils down to, and this is something that I am working on bit by bit, it all boils down to you having to push your work out there and put it in front of people. You have to be able to advertise and like sort of advocate for yourself, because nobody, not in the beginning at least, not a lot of people are going to do it for you unless they believe in your stuff as well, which kind of folds back into you doing it first. You have to push your stuff out first. That being said, I am no good at that, but I am getting better. I hope I am getting better. I always have these, and I'm pretty sure a lot of artists also have this, I don't want to bug people, I don't want to like seem like I'm, you know, spamming people with my stuff. No, like, you worked hard on this stuff. You should be able to share it. I don't mean like share it every single hour that you're on the internet. I'm not saying just drown out people's feed with your stuff. I'm not saying that, but like, whenever you are proud of something, you should have the confidence to share it, and then people will like look at your stuff and be like, yeah, it's really cool. Especially your friends. Your friends are like there waiting for your work. I mean, as far as I know, I don't know anybody else's situation, but I'm fortunate enough to have quite a few friends that do like to look at my work, and I like to look at theirs. So you are the biggest advocate for your own work, and it doesn't matter where you start out. Like, I could start out on Webtoon and do nothing and get nothing. It's just like what you put in is what you get out of any platform. And sometimes there's platforms like Instagram and you put all the stuff in and you get nothing back, but that's, you know, that's another video. Anyway, the second part of this video, wow, this is pretty long. I'm sorry guys, I just miss you so much, so I'm talking a lot. Thank you for getting this far, but the second half of this video is me wait, did I announce my website already? It's called The Alchemist Collective. And you have to put the "the" at the beginning, The Alchemists Collective. Alchemist is also plural, only because Alchemist Collective without the "the" at the beginning is it's already taken. And I'm not sure what the company does, but I hope they don't think I'm trying to copy them or steal their characters. They're not even like a comic, they're just another, like, I don't know what kind of company they are, but it's thealchemistscollective.com, and it's still in the works. I'm still working on stuff, but I do have Mirror's Omen up in full because I worked on that thing like a full-on year ago, and I released it on Comic Fury, free to read. You guys can read ahead on that and catch up with it. But I'm also wrapping up 2 other comics. One is Eleusios, which is Dionysios' story, like kind of how he like got to Yartar, and then Potions Guide, which is it's the 2nd edition. It's the reboot of the Potions comic that I used to do on Tumblr. So if you guys wanted to check those out, actually the links will be in the description. Please do check out my site. It is the bomb. Thank you, Jesse, for working on my comic website. But yeah, that is pretty much my... Oh, also my Patreon. I have a Patreon announcement as well. I have had my Patreon for quite some time now. Actually, I think I started it in like 2015. So I've been like on Patreon for quite a number of years now, but I haven't really advertised it that much, only because I haven't really... It's not that I haven't been updating it, it's just that I don't feel like I've had anything significant to share, but now I do. So if you guys want to join my Patreon this month, I'm actually having the month of April, as of this recording, I'm having a special little thing where I made a print of a potion for springtime allergies, for eye allergy relief. And I think I'll put that up on the screen right now, but I'm making prints of those, and if you join at the $5 tier, you get that print in the mail. But if you join at the $10 tier, you get a print and a charm, and I'll put those up right here in this section future Volt, please remember to put those pictures up. That's pretty important because it's a video. It's a video. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with Patreon right now. It's kind of a promotional month because I like the idea of spring, and April is actually the birth month of one of the main characters. So I decided I'll just make this a promo comic month because that's just kind of my plan right now. But I hope you guys like my work, and I hope that you continue to watch my videos as I make them. By the way, I don't have an update schedule as of yet. I've been like building up a buffer like nobody's business. So when I start updating my stuff consistently, I'll let you know specific days of the week that I will be updating. Elusios will have an update schedule. Potions Guy will be updating as I make it, only because that's a kind of for fun comic. I mean, all my comics are for fun, but I like experimenting the most with Potions Guide because it's lighthearted, it's funny. I mean, as far as people have read, they like it. But yeah, that's kind of how it's working out right now. So my website, thealchemistscollective.com, and then I have my Patreon, patreon.com/Volt, and I'm so glad that I'm an early adopter to Patreon because I got that name and nobody else can have it now. It's just Volt. But please do enjoy this video. I don't know what footage I'm putting up. It's probably a sketch with me or a draw with me from filling out a page of my sketchbook, as you can probably see, or it is comic stuff. Hopefully it's not a spoilery thing, but I typically don't put out spoilery material for you guys, especially not with like lettered or bubbled like dialogue or anything, because I don't want to spoil anything for you guys. So anyway, I'm gonna end this video here. Thank you to my patrons. Thank you to my new patron, Phil. Hello there. I am shouting you out. I'm gonna put the names. I haven't been doing this for the past few videos, but I should, because this is really important. At least to me it is to like put the names of my patrons like at least at the end of my videos. So here they are in all their glory. You guys are fantastic. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for being patient, and I appreciate you now and always. For everyone else, thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around as long as you did. I sincerely really appreciate that. And I will be signing off now. Take care. Till next time. Bye bye.